Hi, hello you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Carmen Delport here to help you in your beautiful spiritual journey. Today I'm talking about the small shocks, surprises that happens in our childhood that shapes our lives without us ever thinking about it. It is of no memory of ours, okay? Because most of the time, people think trauma healing needs to be something significant. Okay, now trauma healing is anything that influences our life, the way we think, the patterns in our life, maybe the obsessive behaviors, maybe the non-commitment to projects, to creating something, non-commitment to people, always being late for appointments, inability to be healthy, not, or maybe obsessively healthy. All those things can, and many more, I'm just giving some examples, can be shaped by small events, shocks I call them, that happen in our childhood. Now this can also really be around, really influence the way we trust ourselves, trust the world, trust our loved ones. Can be the way we feel we don't belong anywhere. It can be the way we feel not worthy of anything, worthy of anything, worthy of a car, of a home to sleep in, worthy of living in a certain place, worthy of breathing, okay? It can be shame, of course, because shame is a big theme at the moment. And also courage, and also hope, and also motivation. And those are the ones I'm thinking of now, but these can all be influenced by these little shocks. Now, what are little shocks? Okay, just some examples for you. A little shock can be you are 4 years old, you're playing outside in the garden, and the family cat comes running past you and catches a bird in front of you and eats the bird. That's a big shock for a 4-year-old, okay? And for the parents, it will be just, oh, that's just nature, that's just life. But for the little 4-year-old, that's a very traumatic event. And then another little shock will be, you're 6 years old, you're walking along the street, and the neighbor's dog comes running across the street and the car drives over it. And that shock, that realization of that this being that you know, his life has just ended, just here and there. It can be being 7 or 8 years old, riding on your bicycle, falling off, breaking your arm. Now, if you break your arm at that age and it's just being treated, oh, it's fine, it's nothing, it will heal. Yes, it will heal. But the psychological effect of that, if that is not paid attention to, if you break something again or get injured again, or maybe need surgery, there is a theme there of damage being done to you. You feel invaded, you feel you haven't got control, and that fractures the soul, okay? A little shock can also be needing a surgery when you're little, for whatever. It can be a small surgery or a big surgery. That is also those shocks that we never think of again. It's a little shocks we never think of again, sorry. And it can also be, I'm just going to give you a few more examples here. it can also be, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm mentioning these things because if they do come up in your memory, if you have a flashback of that cat catching the bird, or that dog being run over by the car, or seeing two grown-up men maybe physically fighting when you are 2 years old, that's a huge shock to a 2-year old to experience that violence. It might be, if you're 2 years old, 3 years old, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, and you observe two men being very aggressive, maybe physically attacking each other, that is a huge shock, okay? So it can also be a car accident. It can be you being 10, 12 years old in a car accident and you're physically fine. But the shock of that, if that hasn't been addressed. So there's all these things that can be popping back up into your memory as a flash. Now, it's very important that when these memories pop back up as a flash, that you pay attention. Okay, just sit with it, re-experience, go back to that memory and just give it attention and see if there's any other messages there. Because quite often when we go back to these memories, you'll see there's another memory that links. There's another one linked to it. Like let's say you see the cat catching the bird, and then you see 2 years later or a year later the dog being run over, and then you see 2 years later again maybe a car accident, and or the news, or maybe 2 years later you receive the news that I don't know, a family friend has just died unexpectedly. And to just follow the trail if you can, and sit with it, absorb it, honor it. And if there's any soul fragmentation, then it's important to get someone to call those soul fragments back safely into your being and reintegrate it. Okay? So, like I say, these things are coming up at the moment because we're ending karmic cycles. These things are really coming up to help us shift. Now, if it's too painful for you, because sometimes when we just go, oh, it's just that, it was just that because we were told it's just that, and just to ignore it and go on with life, just suppress our memories, you're fine, carry on with life. We are so in that programming of ignoring and continuing. So maybe if you stop and look at that event, it might be extremely upsetting. Now, if it's too much for you, you don't know what to do with it, it's very important to see someone that can help you work through that. Okay? Because whatever happens in our childhood, until about the age of 8, it's got a significant impact on the rest of our lives. Okay? And because it impacts all the chakras. And also what I'm seeing is whatever we are healing from the first, whatever we're healing this lifetime is from previous lifetimes that needs attention now as well. Okay? So honor your memories. If they pop up, pay attention to them. The good ones as well, okay? So if the beautiful memories pop up, like let's say, walking on the beach with a friend or mum or dad or grandparents, go back to that memory. Enjoy being there. Because there's wisdom in there. It's coming back for a reason. So go there, re-experience that, and receive the beauty from that. Okay? So I hope you find this video helpful. As always, I'm available to help you on your beautiful spiritual journey to peel away these layers of programming by society and past lives and the traumas from this lifetime and past lifetimes. Spell removal, soul retrievals, whatever you need. All healing is guided by your soul. Okay. I hope you find this video helpful. If you have got any questions, feel free to message me and I will answer them for you. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here, for your time and your energy. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm seeing you soon. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe. Bye.